What we have here is evidence that the topology of the world is not the topology that we ordinarily see. We see things as separated by a certain distance. We walk across a room and we think, well, we've left the far wall of the room behind us and so forth. But there's an attempt to say, well, maybe things that from our macroscopic point of view appear to be widely separated in space, like New York and Chicago, just to take two macroscopic examples, from a microscopic point of view might actually be... What we have here is evidence that the topology of the world is not the topology that we ordinarily see.
Learning Bitwig be like FL Linux would be bonkers. Hey, I just saw a news article this morning that Linux, for the first time in its history, has reached 3% market cap. That's kind of crazy. AKA, there are more people using Linux today than any other time in history. That's kind of crazy. In part thanks to the Steam Deck. But if that trend continues, I would like to see ImageLine wake up to that and go, hey, there's a real amount of people, like there's a non-zero amount of people who really want this. And it's probably going to be development hell for them because Linux has a problem that neither Windows nor Mac has, and that is OS fragmentation. It's pretty much the same problem as Android. It's like, how do you support every single flavor of Linux? Spoiler alert, you can't, because there's Debian-based Linux distros, and then there's Arch-based Linux distros, which work under completely different commands, and it's not real. And you actually need two separate builds for Arch and Debian. I would assume if they ever get to a native port, they will probably go for Debian, because it's like the flavor that most people used, like Debian and Debian-based distros, right? So there's Fedora, and then there's Arch, but I don't see that happening. By the way, welcome to the Friday Chill. I'm your host, Paulie K. Modus. I hope you've had an amazing night and week. Overall, I hope you had only an amazing Friday. I hope Monday through Thursday was the worst of hells. Welcome, how you doing? My name is Paul A.K. Modus. I said that already, haven't I? Anyway, bottle of water. I must hydrate. Just a teeny bit, you know. I would like to try out Arch as well. Seems interesting. The only reason to try out Arch maybe would be Hyperland. How's it called? The like tile-based window system. But I don't know. It's not for me. I've watched enough videos on it and it's just no. It's not clicking for me. You know? Sorry for hexing you with OS. No. By all means, keep going. It's just it got bad enough that I'm actually planning. I recently came up with an idea for a video, for a long form video on YouTube, like a bespoke video. Okay, of how far back could you go and still run modern EDM plugins? Vital and Serum 2. Just how old of a computer can you still run those on? And I intend to go all the way. The earliest computer I have is a Windows XP tower from like 2005. So I fully intend to at least try Serum 1 and get Serum 1 working on that thing. On a single core Pentium 4. Man, if I can prove that modern sound design is still doable in some way, shape, or form in 2025, it's just... I don't know. It's one of those exercises that are like completely pointless, but also kind of fun and definitely good for the algorithm because people just have nothing better to do. It's the same thing as with, dude. I've been seeing the latest comments on the Dead Pixel reel that went absolutely feral on TikTok, and it's the funniest shit. You have people building conspiracy theories that the dead pixel that was in the reel wasn't real. And that was a fake dead pixel, and that I did this for the clout. And you have people theorizing that it was a speck of dust on my shirt, completely ignoring the fact that there were both a dead pixel and a speck of dust on my shirt. It's just, man. It's just, I'm gonna read some of the greatest comments. I just have to find them. Okay, like give me a minute. I just need to find them. But man, it's some of the craziest shit over there. That we like TikTok really is cooked. We really are cooked. I think it's here. There's like an 8 common thread. Okay, here we go. It's your shirt. And well, if you look at it, you can very clearly see that despite me moving, the pixel is still there. Basically turns off. I'm gonna be turning it. See? It's like I'm moving and the pixel is still stationary. Maybe you guys can't see it because of the stream resolution. It's a very tiny pixel, and then it's coming through like a secondary video feed here on the stream. But it's just, how can you not see that? How can you see that and still think it's a speck of dust? It's like a moving speck of dust. What is it, like sentient? Or and then like, so I replied. And I went, it's not in the reel, but believe me when I say that's the first thing I try, dusting off the shoulder on my shirt. And then people are pointing out he's moving around and the pixel is still there. And then they go, there's 2? I didn't even know I had 2 dead pixels. I'm filming a documentary about... You saw the same video? So you have people circling the thing. It's insane. You have people circling the damn thing, like it just, oh, hey, see, as if I didn't already zoom into it like 300,000%. It's just, and Jared even put an arrow in there. It's just, how do you not see that shit? Jared put an arrow on that shit. It's insane. Man, bring back the pixel. I miss it. No. Man, I failed to find that one comment. I think they might have they might have deleted it. But maybe it's on Instagram. Maybe it's on Instagram instead of TikTok. This one. Dude. This also went fucking feral on Instagram. I'm not sure I can pull up the insights tab without revealing some sensitive stuff, but it's got how many views? I can just see it here. 265,000. Mil in Spanish is not million. That's K, okay? 265K in Spanish. Mil, I know in English would be million, but it's not. It's confusing. I know. Anyway, it's just. I think it's something on your shirt, like a piece of scrub, and then just yeah. Wouldn't you know it? I had a bit of dust on my shirt and a dead pixel. What a nothing burger! Hey, I don't make the algorithm. Oh man. It's just fucking hell. It's amazing the lengths people will go to find something to complain and argue about. It's absolutely like Olympic levels of dedication to this. It's just insane. People really want to find something to argue about. Oh man. Dead Pixel Chell remix? What? Bro, when is Talking Machine when does Talking Machine stream again? I cannot talk. When does Talking stream again? Join his server and check out the schedule. I'm not Google. I'm just trying to get you guys to do your due diligence. Well, what are the chances all of them are bots? Non-zero. Not zero. But then again, it's just why would bots comment on a dead pixel video? Like, just I'm just trying to like figure out the rationale here. It's just why would people do that? Oh, by the way, I haven't done the live now message on the on the server. I also haven't done the shameless self promo on the Rushdown lobby. You mean Modus live on YouTube right now? Shake my head. Okay, Pablo, set a timer for. I'm going to ban the number 67. I'm going to put a ban on that thing. It's just, what even is the rationale behind any of the YouTube bots? I don't actually know what the what would the bots be for? Like, just think about this. You get a comment from someone whose profile picture is a fake AI generated booty. And then they comment like, "Oh, your stuff is so inspiring." What would that be for? Like, what are you trying to get at? What's your ultimate purpose? Just what? Except for the few that are very obvious scams. Same with AI Reddit bots that just answer questions. But using ChatGPT, you can't make money on Reddit. Don't tell the Reddit mods, they don't know that. But it does fuck up Google's search results. Are you even... Is it even worth using Google anymore? It's been so long since I last used Google that I have accepted that it does not exist. I have convinced myself that Google never happened. So, yeah. Gooning to Modus music is against the rules. Well, duh. By the way, guys, vote on the poll. Emolga. I still end up typing !G in DuckDuckGo a lot. I don't know. What are the exclamation points for? !G. Like, what are they for? E mol would be E minor. Okay, so then riddle me this. So then you call this E minor ga in German? So you call it where's the German name for the thing? It's just where are its other names? Name origin. Okay, here. Okay, it's just Emolga. Oh, in Japanese, it's Emonga. Okay. Well, there are some Pokemon that are like spelled differently. So this is E. So we have finally found the physical form of E minor. Have we finally found E minor, the entity? Dukimon. So yes, guys, vote on Emolga. It's the stupidest poll I've ever done, but hey, gotta keep that engagement. Mole literally means mole, but like mole as in like someone that's infiltrated a mole, like the animal, or no, we call this one Hurinson. I probably butchered that. Hurinson. Hurinson. I'm probably I'm probably overthinking this. Urenson. Chemistry humor. Not enough moles. We need more emol. Gah. You have no idea what you just said, did you? No. But I'm happy to have you hop on voice chat on stream and have you explain to the chat personally. Maybe you have something to tell us. You have something to address the crowd about. Chong chong. Chemistry humor. Yeah, it's just we have a pretty fun one here. So you know the symbol for iron, Fe, right? Because of ferrum, right? Fe in Spanish means faith, as in have faith. Ten fe. So when we say ten fe, we could say have iron. There, Spanish chemistry humor. But who? Okay, I'm going to go out of my way to say it the wrong way, so Germans do not understand what I'm saying. Urinsum. There you go. It's basically that, but it's much ruder in German. See, I don't say this to someone in the street, they will shank you. Then why do you say it in chat? Chat is just like It's just like the street, but online. It's the street, but worse. Oh, man. Would love to, but not today. Just, I need to prepare for tomorrow. What are you doing tomorrow? Something special? Banned. Yeah. Ban yourself. It's like that. Go ban yourself. I don't feel like banning you today. Ooh, right. My order has shipped. Finally. My replacement cups for my headphones have finally shipped. Look at them. By the way, they're not dirty. I just cleaned them yesterday. They look like this now. This is what they've completely lost their color. They are completely clean, okay? I cleaned them with soap yesterday. And this is just how they are now. And they have lost pretty much all of their plump. They are now just like, you put them on and your ear is basically against the physical driver. There is no cushioning on these anymore. It's just, they're done. And this is the replacement. And this is the first replacement that I had. So these aren't even the originals. The originals are currently on my trash can because they literally just fell apart when I try to take them off. So, yeah. I'm glad to hear, Sennheiser, that you have shipped my replacement ear cups. I can't wait. I honestly can't wait. They did say the estimated date of arrival would be on November 18th. That's 11 days from now. I have to endure 11 more days of that shit. Bro, I had an Amazon order last week that said the flight departed on the 25th of October and the flight landed on the 3rd of November. Ah, yes. Doctor Who type beat. How slow are planes nowadays? Yeah, no, it's just... It's like the International Space Station. It was just like stationary, and the Earth was spinning around it. Well, we know the ISS is not really like stationary. It is spinning really fast, but humor me. This happens with most of my Japanese orders. The plane probably stops off at many places along the way to deliver all the people's packages. Yeah, for sure. Shipping times are unreal. Well, as long as they're all like inland. So, Amazon. Most of their stuff, right? So, say I order something from Amazon. Most of what I order is probably already in their warehouse, which is like a 30-minute drive away. Right? So, they very recently built a new warehouse here, like very near the airport, which makes a lot of sense, to be honest, to have the warehouse right next to the airport. So, yeah, it's just there. Probably like half of what I would order is already in the warehouse. So all they need to do is just fetch it from the warehouse, and then it's just a 30-minute drive away. So yeah, for most things it is like 1 to 2 day shipping. But the ISS is constantly and consistently falling down at a rate of 0 meters per second. Exactly. I mean, you're probably right, but then again, I live in the Netherlands. Schiphol is literally the world's main flight hub, as far as I know. Is it now? How do you earn XP by watching? You earn at an approximate rate of 20 XP per minute watched, I think. I have to pull up Streambot again. Commands. No, it's actions. Gift points actions with username. And it was execute code, name exists, equals false, do message name is, there's just a whole bunch of fail safes. No, I don't think this is it. Gift points completed. Here. Present viewers trigger. Okay, so if you are watching, set arguments of points per minute to 20. And then execute code at points for present viewers. Okay. So there you go. You earn points at a rate of 20 per minute. Ship hole works too, I guess. YouTube XP. No idea. I haven't earned any since you started streaming. I guess you earn it by typing messages, I think. I don't know. It's unavailable for anyone under 18. Oh, I see. Why would XP of all things? I was like, you're under 18, therefore you can't use our most benign feature. you sick kid. You thought of using XP for I can't even come up with a good joke. It's just oh man. Get a job at the Astro Realm, you freeloader. Oh man. If you get 1,000 XP, you get a free bottle of champagne to celebrate. That's why. That's not like does it suddenly spawn at my desk or or does YouTube like send it to me? Does YouTube knock on my door? Hey Paul, here's your bottle of champagne. And then I'd be like, how the fuck do you know where I live? and then they would answer with, how the fuck would we not know how you like where you live? And then I'd run as fast as I could, as fast as my legs allowed. It's just like the golden play button. No, it's not. That's not. How would Google not know where you live? Yeah, it's just what I just said. Whoopie doopie YouTube. I just said that. Man, the things I do for you guys. Jesus Christ. By the way, guys, GTA 6 got delayed again. Anyway. Fuck, I made the joke a second earlier than you. No, you didn't. You showed up on my chat late. Decidedly late. Decidedly later than I mentioned it. Apparently Sonic Racing Crossroads runs at 60 FPS on the Switch 2 port. That showed up on my Twitter for some reason. Hey, cool. I just wish it also ran at 60 on the Switch 1, but that's probably asking a bit too much. But yeah, Switch 1 is just where I play it. And honestly, I don't even mind the 30 FPS. It's a pretty stable 30 FPS at that. And I just enjoy, like, really enjoy playing it on the TV, even if it's just 30 FPS. I'm honestly fine with it. I always know your next. What is this hive mind? We got GTA 6 delay before GTA 6. What is this hive mind? Yeah, it's like that. Have you guys played Returnal? By the way, sick game. If you can, like, if your PC can take it, please play it. Or if not, if you have a PS5, get it for the PS5. But if your PC can take it, I would say try it out, because, man, it's an experience. There's, for a while, so, spoilers for the story, okay? what you think are the villains aren't really the villains in the end. Okay? And then there's like a hive mind, alien civilization, whose way of life is a hive mind. So like they've uploaded their consciousness to like a common intelligence. Okay? Returnal is Doom, but Dark Souls. Is it though? Because for starters, Returnal is third person. Doom is not third person. But man, I really liked Returnal. I was hooked when I played it. And so, you know Who, right? With the bullet hell like style thing. Like, typo. What was it? Who 7? Yeah, this is the shit. I remember playing this back in the day. It was just, and I had to stop because there was no way. Okay, so you know Who, right? Returnal is basically 3D Who. So you know, there's like the enemies will be shooting projectiles at you in a pretty similar fashion. There's like orbs, and they'll shoot and they'll shoot them out in these like really really well organized mathematical patterns in like spirals and shit like that, and you just have to avoid them, right? So here's Returnal boss fight. Let's have some random, the Frike, for example. This is the very first boss fight. Okay. You drop down and you go onto Frike. See? It's like he shoots projectiles. See? And like very well spread out. It's 3D Who. Look at that. And then the orbs again. Then it's just captivating the way in which they shoot the projectile things. It's just it's just fascinating. But yeah. What is Who? Is that not how you say it? Toho? Okay, to be honest, Toho, it sounds a little bit more like what the Japanese would pronounce it as. But yeah, I just Who for me. Man, got delayed because of union busting layoffs. Dude, speaking of Switch, I finally managed to fix my router and I finally was able to play Splatoon 3, and my god, how I missed this game. I tried Splatoon 2 and 3. The thing is, I don't have access to online because my Switch is modded, right? So all I had was the single player campaign, and while it was alright, it wasn't hooking me up. Right? I wasn't particularly thrilled by it. Enough that I just stopped playing after a couple sessions. Right? Right now, it's Legend ZA. So I've already beaten the main story, but now I'm in the process of the Mega Floette side quest, like trying to get Floette. Then just like trying to do some side quests and shit. And then it's Raising Crossworlds. I'm hooked on Raising Crossworlds. It's insane. It's it's basically the same thing as with Raising Transformed. First on PC and then on the 3DS. How they managed to fit like Raising Transformed on this thing is beyond me. But yeah, it's just I'm hooked on Raising Crossworlds. It's great. Yeah, the campaign isn't really meant to be anything huge, but more like a tutorial for how to play the game, because the main game is primarily online. Yeah, I figured that much. It's just that, I don't know, man. I wasn't particularly thrilled by it. I just have like really weird tastes in video games. Like some genres, I'll like one game, but then I've played all 3 Bayonettas. I was hooked. I could not stop playing Bayonetta. Okay, and Bayonetta 3 came out. And the story was ass, but I still played it because it was Bayonetta. It's just, the combat just feels so good, right? And then I tried Devil May Cry 5 on PC, which is supposedly, like, Devil May Cry is what Bayonetta draws from. It's like the father of Bayonetta. And I didn't get that same click, right? It's just, I didn't like it as much. I don't know, man. The actual challenging modes will be Octo expansion for Splatoon 2 and Side Order for Splatoon 3. Challenging as in difficult. Here's another one, and this one's even like more egregious because it's from the same company. What's it called? Beyond Two Souls and Detroit Become Human. Absolute bangers. Heavy Rain, I couldn't get past the first chapter. Why? Well, if I know. The first Alan Wake, I couldn't get past the first chapter. Alan Wake 2, I absolutely burned through that shit. Well, I'm not. Just I don't know. Will the devil cry or will he not? There's the same question that kept you coming for Devil May Cry 1 through 4. I'm actually about to buy Legend ZA because everyone says it's Xenoblade but Pokemon. I don't know how Xenoblade plays, so I wouldn't know. But yeah, it kind of, I guess. Yeah, Detroit Become Human is about robots and stuff. I made an exception because normally I don't play games about normal people and stuff. Shut up. Oh, man. So it's just real time. So it's just Pokemon, but real time. Okay? It's basically Pokemon, but real time. So like you get the 4 moves, okay? And you can move around at the same time that your Pokemon is fighting, and then you can command your Pokemon to attack and they'll do it in real time. Okay, so yeah, it is Xenoblade. Do you have auto attacks? No, you don't. At least I don't think we have that. Maybe there's like an accessibility or like easy mode feature, but I haven't bothered to look. But no, I have played the whole thing manually. Dude, just know your typing tables. Jesus Christ, just learn your typing tables. Just okay, then it's not Xenoblade. Disappointing. You don't like Legend ZA because it's not because it doesn't play for you? I hate this game because it's not automatic enough. Because it's not hands off enough. I don't like this movie because it's not interactive. I can never remember the types. I used to not be able to, and now I know the entire table. You can ask me pretty much any Pokemon, and I can tell you what types they'll be weak to. What I haven't learned yet is the resistances. So I know the weaknesses. I haven't learned the resistances, or like most of the more obscure resistances. I haven't learned yet, right? Auto attacks don't play the game for you though, for your information. But they do help, right? Here, let's pull up Emolga. since we have it on the poll anyway, just Emolga. Mol, by the way, the chemistry joke is winning with 89% of the vote. Absolute unanimity. Okay, electric and flying. Normally, the electric type only has one weakness, and that is the ground type. However, Emolga is also flying type, and flying types are immune to ground. So you would think that Emolga has no weaknesses, except it still does, because the flying type is weak to the ice type, for example. And flying would also be weak to electric, but since it's also electric type, electric is resistant to itself, right? So Emolga is weak to flying, ice, and also rock, I think. Rock deals super effective damage against flying. Let's check it out. Fucking nailed it, son. And see, immune to ground, right? And weak to ice and rock. There you go. Fucking, yeah. I am not. This isn't normal. So see, that electric is neutral because flying is weak to electric, but electric is resistant to electric, so they cancel out, and it's just normal damage. So you don't see anything here. Is electric the most goated type? It's definitely a very good defensive type because it only has a single weakness in and of itself, right? Which is ground, right? These types are super effective against electric Pokemon. Ground. Right? But there are better defensive types in the game. For example, the Steel type has a lot of resistances. You can see that, right? These types are not very effective against Steel Pokemon. There's a lot of types, right? Now, it is weak to 3 types, but it's resistant to a lot more types than Electric, so it's considered better, right? So, yeah, it's just... I'm fucking... Man. Anyway, this isn't normal. This is electric flying. Huh? There is... Right now, there is a single Pokemon that has no weaknesses. And actually, it even says it here. It's Electros. Okay. This Pokemon has no weaknesses because it's electric type, but it also has the levitate ability. And so, the electric type is only really weak to ground. Or, like, ground does heavy damage against electric. But the levitate ability gives immunity to ground type moves. Because the Pokemon levitates, it's immune to ground. And so, this is the only Pokemon currently that is weak to nothing. That has no weaknesses. See that? Previously, before the fairy type was introduced, there was a certain combination of types, which was Ghost and Dark, which I believe was Spiritomb, had Ghost and Dark. Ghost Dark, yeah. Ghost Dark used to have no weaknesses, because the weaknesses and resistances of these two canceled out in a way that this typing combination had no weaknesses until the fairy type was introduced. So as you can see, the new fairy type is the only type that Ghost Dark is weak to. See that? Yeah, it's just no way you're doing an in-depth smash or pass with Pokemon. Happy now? This is my centerpiece of my Legends Z18, by the way. I tend to start off with Mega Lopunny. I'm just saying. It's just saying. Full stop. Why? Make me. This Pokemon gives me PTA. Can you tell I played Diamond and Pearl? Yeah, because Cynthia had it. That's a literal rabbit. Yes, but I didn't say anything. All I said is that Mega Lopunny is my centerpiece of the Legends ZA team that I have. You can stop being a pervert now. Just stop. Like, you're the one that I never said anything wrong. It's just you're assuming yep. Yep, what? Don't yep me like that. Anyway. Do we do Smash or Pass? Alright, guys. In chat, okay? I think number one was Bulbasaur, right? Yeah? Guys, everyone in chat right now, smash or pass? I can almost smell you thinking. I heard that there's a rule where you can't get a Lopunny until you're level 30. I don't know where you heard that, but that's not true. I'll tell you. The pre-evolution of Lopunny is this. It's Boniri, okay? Boniri does not evolve at level 34. It only evolves with friendship. Okay, so you have to do stuff with Boniri. You have to win battles. You have to walk with it, right? You have to like use it and become friends with that Pokemon. So it's like an internal value on the game. And when that game has reached nowadays it's 160. So it's from 0 to 255. It's an 8-bit value, right? So when it reaches 160, the next level, it evolves to Lopunny. And then it's just look up Lopunny rule. I don't... You're... Nice try. Nice fucking try. Okay, just... Okay, so we were at Bulbasaur. Okay? You guys said pass. Okay. These are just evolutions, so... Feek. Smash or pass in chat now. Here. Pass. Okay. Okay. So we can assume the same for the evolutions. Smash or pass? What are we voting on? Smash or pass for Pokemon? Same exact thing as the Markiplier video. It's just... We're just doing it live and with chat. Pass. Okay. Hexateron says smash. Okay. Latosaurus says pass. Okay. So we, this is the first one where we have a bit of a split opinion. Okay. Smash or pass? Pass. Okay. Pretty universal. Smash or pass? Pass. Hexateron already using the time machine to peek into the future. Danny says smash. I'm going to pretend you never said that. Hexateron says smash this one. Does chat agree? Pass. Okay. I'm not implying I would engage in certain relations with any of these measures. Okay, pass. Smash or pass? Butterfree was cool in X and Y. Why? Pun intended. Smash. The worst thing is that I can see why. Smash or pass? Pass. Low pass. Okay. Do bees even turn into no? This is a different Pokemon. Okay. Larazor says smash, smash again. Okay. Just okay. We're going to make this more interesting. There are how many Pokemon were they? Like over 1,000, right? Let's see. National Dex from Gen 9. 1,025 Pokemon. Give me a number from 1 to 1,025. That's it. Let's make this exciting. And then in the meantime, I'm going to pull up my Pokemon Omega Ruby team on the 3DS. Okay, so we got 666, 236, 69. If you say, wow, voice crack. Wow. Okay, Paul. Okay. Jared, please clip that. Okay. Kakuna becomes Beedrill, Paul. I know my Pokemon, probably. Okay. Okay, so we got several numbers. I was going to say, if you say 6-7, I'm banning you from the chat permanently. It's a permaban. Okay? No questions asked. I'm just putting that out there. Okay. Here's my Omega Ruby save. I'm at the post game at the Battle Resort. I'm just gonna switch. So before we get to the random Pokédex numbers here, I'm just gonna show you through my team, and you tell me. Smash or pass? You probably have a lot of questions right now. Why does Pikachu look like a maid? Smash or pass? Smash. Okay. Hi, Protocol's mom. Pass. Okay. Smash. Okay. I can see that. I can see why. Ban pass. Yellow. Yes. You're wondering, first of all, why does Pikachu have a maid outfit? Second, how does it have an ice type attack? It has to do with the fact that it looks like a maid. The outfit gives it a special move. And that's why I have it like this. Because with ice type, I can hit many types that electric can't. So like I have better coverage. Right? Okay. I should have honestly seen that coming. I should have also probably kept the freeze frame filter plugin for OBS, so I didn't have to hold out my console against the camera for so long. Okay, here's another one. You probably all already know this one. It's Slow Pony again. I'm not even gonna stop on that. That's obviously a smash. Can I preemptively smash Lego of all Pokemon? Who could this person with mom in their name be? Okay, here's a good one. Smash or pass? Low Pony also has a nice type. Yep, but she can learn that one. It's not like a special outfit thing. She can actually like learn Ice Punch normally. And it's a really good coverage move for dragon types especially. Hexatron says smash. Okay. Multi-pass. Any Pokemon with a ground pound is an immediate smash for me. Okay. Terremoto. Terrenator! Okay. Yo, viewers gonna fucking cackle at this one. I named my God of War Josefo. Smash or pass? Knew it. Oh, okay. That one I brought on myself. I brought this one on myself. I'm going to allow that. Smash. Hi desks. We're doing smash or pass. Just like Markiplier. Any Pokemon with Hypnosis and Psychic and Path Mental is an immediate smash. This one, I probably know what's going to be. Smash or pass? I love how I derailed the stream so quickly. Tis how the Friday chill be, Danny. This is how it goes. Gomjabar, yes. Yes. It's so good. The name is so accurate for this Roserade. I named it Gonjabar. Yeah, like the Doom thing. The poison needle. Instant death. Because this is poison type. And it's like a poison plant with toxic. And it's the most annoying fucking thing. It has the most annoying fucking moveset of all time. So first of all, it badly poisons you, so you lose more and more health on every turn, and then I can paralyze you so you don't move a third of the time, and then I can drain even more health from you with Leech Seed, which is that first move there. And then if that wasn't enough, I have an actual attack move that also drains half of the HP that I deal in damage. So you literally cannot kill this thing if not in one shot. If you don't one-shot this thing, you're cooked. Was this your idea, Danny? If so, that makes so much sense. Okay, that was my Omega Ruby team. Oh yeah, there's one more. Smash or pass? My Mawile. So this is the annoying member. Stop. Hyper pass. Menina. Yes. That was my mom's idea. I sometimes ask my mom, what should I name my Pokemon? I'm not shitting you. She came up with that one. Blame her. Smash, okay. Well, that was my Omega Ruby team. Okay, now let's get to the real spicy stuff. Random Pokédex numbers. This is what everyone wanted to see. So let's have another look at the numbers that we got in chat. We got, first was Danny with 666. The Pokédex. All Pokemon. 666. But I'm trying to look the name. Just okay, I'll just Vivillon. Smash or pass? Notice how I always said pass. That's to confirm to everyone that I am not a Pokephile. Smash. Okay. Pass. Okay. We got some split opinions. Okay. All right. Next number was 236. All right. Hi, Rogue. That's a pose. Smash or pass? What the hell do you mean that thing weighs 17 kilograms? Pass. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to pass on this one. Okay. Alright. Pasas. Oh, man. Okay. Next up was 6-9. Okay. Well. There's going to be several 6-9s because but the first one, I need to find the first one. No, not the stats. Defense stat of okay. Smash or pass? Six to be proactive, low pass at minimum face. Okay. You forgot about the brick wall pass. Yes! That's not an answer. If I try to smash it, it would not go well for me. How so? Hi, Zentrix. We're doing smash or pass. Yeah, just like Markiplier. That would be the hard pass, though. Yeah. Oh, okay. I'm sorry for this, Zentrix. I am not. Okay. Next up, we had 936. Okay. 936. Smash or pass? Smash? Pass? Okay. Thing looks like a Hollow Knight boss. You're not entirely wrong, you do know that. Okay. Next up, we've got 145. Oh, not that. Well, which of them? We've got two 145s because there's two forms. Smash or pass? Nah, not an answer. Is this the true end of your login? Could say. Why are there two Zepdai? There's another Zapdos? Yes! But that's because you haven't played Sword and Shield, right? Oh, yeah, there's the... Here. This... The Galar form of Zapdos. This one only shows up in the Gen 8 DLC. So, yeah. You have to have Sword and Shield and the DLC. And the Sword and Shield DLC. For that. I think it was the... had the Crown Tundra, yeah. The Crown Tundra. Zapdos 2 ain't even electric. Yeah, because it's a different form. Because it's a... You see? It's a different form. Okay. Smazg? Smasnug? 667. Close enough. Smash or pass? I would say smash and pass respectively, but I would probably get 1 megawatt delivered to my body. By whom? If I might ask. I'm just saying. Pass in caps. Okay. That's bold. Okay, I like it, but I would feel horrible saying smash. Well. First time for everything. I never said that. I'm in VC in the Discord server and I almost should chill while watching the stream. Pass. Okay. Hear me out. Fucking hell. Okay. What else? 067. Fucking. Protocol mom definitely was not listening. Okay, last one. Smash or pass? I cannot believe this segment got me more viewers on the stream. Viewers grew during this segment. You are fucked up. You guys are messed up. Rock smash that. You are cooked. Guys. You guys are cooked. Because this guy would sit in my PC until it's time to smash a random rock. Well, you just... You take him to a rock field. And they'll have a rock field day. Jokes. Anyway. So that was fun. Well, what now? Some things you just have to be here to experience. Some things you need to be there in the moment. You know? Is the underwear like made of skin, or is that an actual article of clothing? Really makes you think. I never stopped to think that. Maybe you're right though. I don't know. I never bothered to check. Did the wrestling medal come first, or did Machoke's medal, like keratinous growth, come first? Why are we talking about that? What are you talking about? Can we not? Just stop. Okay, thanks. See, the moment I stopped doing smash or pass, it dropped again. You guys are fucking cooked. This is insane. This is actually insane. I just witnessed exactly what's wrong with society. Did they name snakes by just putting Ekon's name in reverse, or did Ekons just start saying Ekons after snakes were invented? Pretty sure that Ekons is snake in reverse, and then its evolution. Get this. Ekons. Okay. The evolution. See if you can spot it. See if you can spot it. Spotted it? Es la evolución de Ekans. I'm going to assume you spotted it, so I can close this tab that's flashbanging me. Too much forbidden thoughts. Who said they're forbidden? They're just frowned upon. It is natural to talk about the nature of man. You know, just things. What? This has turned into one of the most unhinged streams of late. And I'm fine with that. I'm honestly fine with that. Anyway. I keep noticing it's always 3 of the same types and 1 other type. What do you mean? They're like Pokemon types? No. The only game of Pokemon I've ever played was just putting a higher number card on top of the one the other player played because he didn't know how Pokemon worked either. Yeah. It's basically like that one cartoon. Hey, okay, I'm going to revive the stream. I'm going to bring the stream back on track. So, you know, I think I've showed you guys this anime, and I say anime because it's technically a Korean cartoon. It's like a Korean anime. But there's this thing that was called Mixmaster. I believe I've told you guys about it at some other point. Okay? Mixmaster was a series that used to air here on the Spanish equivalent of Cartoon Network. Okay, and the Mixmaster series. Let me see if I can find the. Okay, just episodes. Daily Motion. Daily Motion is still a thing. Holy macaroni. Come on, just okay. Full episodes. It's in Spanish. I wonder why. Okay, so yeah, Mixmaster. Look at that. Spanish television. It's channel 2. Anyway, Korean anime. It's about monsters, and you throw in and you summon the monsters through cards. I think that's how it worked. It was like, I just need to see like a battle. Okay, there you go. So it's like you call in a card to like some device, and then it just. I have no idea if this is copyrighted or not, and then the card just beams like a fucking death ray that then summons the monster. See, nice. And so the thing about this was that they would constantly try to level each other up. That's okay. That one was Yu-Gi-Oh, but then this had to be slightly different. So they made the cards be inside of a device, and then that device casts a death ray onto the ground that then summons the monster. So thing is, the funny thing about this series was that they would always try to level each other up. Right? Here's my level 2 monster. No, but here's my level 3 upgraded monster. No, but here's my level 4. And everyone would go, oh my god, level 4. No way, bro. Right? It's just... And then the main villain would come out with this like unkillable thing that was level 7. And then people would go, oh my god, that's impossible. Level 7. How could that be? And that was the funniest thing about this show is just... You never knew. You never knew what level they come up with after that. And then obviously the main hero, then obviously the protagonists has some sort of epiphany with its own monster that the real power is the power of friendship, and then they become like a level 30 god, and then they just mix master all over the place. Forget I said that. Literally Yu-Gi-Oh! Plus Pokemon. I can't blame you for thinking that. That series sounds like fun. It was fun. For the time that we watched it on TV. It's fun. I would probably watch it now and be like, what? and probably have many questions. But, hey, it's just the... Same thing with Code Lyoko. I rewatched Code Lyoko like 15 years later, and I was like, why did I never spot all of these recycled scenes? There are so many recycled scenes in Code Lyoko. There are so many recycled scenes that at one point, so the last season of Code Lyoko, they changed their outfits, both in the real and the virtual world. Okay? They have recycled scenes that have characters show up from with the old outfits in the last season. So, like, if Jeremy has a red shirt in season 4, which is the last one, there are some recycled scenes which still show Jeremy with the original blue shirt from the previous 3 seasons. It was like, but why? just like hue shift that just, I don't know, but that was the budget they were working with, I guess. No, but do you actually think about how human history would play out in a world with Pokemon? Definitely not how the anime paints it. We would be very inhuman with Pokemon. I don't know, it's just... I'm picturing like oil executives and their fucking like Garbodor and their Persian. Oh man. So okay, by Persian I mean the evolution of Meowth. Okay, this like evil cat. Okay. So, yeah, it's just... It's the perfect type of Pokemon for oil executives. And then Big Pharma with, like Audinos. And he would have to resign by law. There are Pokemon who are, like, dancers and ballerinas and wrestlers. Did they exist millions of years before actual ballerinas and wrestlers? Don't ask me, ask Nintendo. It's just, I don't know. Fucking... Oh man. Oh great, another anime. Another anime about using cars to kill people. Well... And it happened 20 years before John Wick 4. If you didn't understand that reference, you're not a true movie file. Yeah. I say this because in John Wick 4, in the scene where Keanu Reeves sits down with Kila Harkan at the like German club, at the nightclub, after they're done playing their poker game, John Wick stands up and uses a poker card to cut Kila's neck. It's the type of thing that you just have to see, and then you have to assume it's possible, and then you just accept it. That's a thing that could happen. You know. Was literally every human activity inspired by a Pokemon? According to the canon, probably. Oh great, another anime. Well, to be honest, in Gen 9, we do get a little glimpse into, like, the different timelines. Because in Gen 9, spoilers, if you haven't played Scarlet or Violet, mute this, and then I will change my lights to green. Okay? I'll change the backlights to green when it's safe to unmute. Okay? 3, 2, 1, mute. Han Solo dies. Okay, no, but for real. In Gen 9, in the final story, in like the true ending story, right? So this is technically the post game. So this is after you become champion. There's a new post game story, and that's like the true ending of Gen 9. Okay, so you get to go into this like huge chasm in the center of the region, and then at the very bottom, there's like a time machine that was invented by the professor of the game, and then the time machine, depending on whether you're playing Scarlet or Violet, is dialed to be activated and then like warp into the and then the machine brings Pokemon from either the past or the present. Okay, so if you're playing Scarlet, it brings Pokemon. So the time machine is used to bring Pokemons from the past, and then if you're playing Violet, it's from the future. But there's a glimpse at, like, there's paradox Pokemon, is what they call them, which is basically versions of certain Pokemon from the past. So, like, the ancestor version of the present day Pokemon, and then the future version of present Pokemon, right? So here's paradox Pokemon. I'm gonna look it up for you. Well, I can't really. Or maybe I can, because nobody would know that I'm talking about the Area Zero space thing. Paradox Pokemon. Okay, so here it is. Here. So, you know, there's the present day Pokemon. Here's Donphan. And then here's the Paradox version. Right? This is the Spanish version, so it has a different name. Colmilargo. So, yeah. Here's Jigglypuff. Here's the ancient version of Jigglypuff. It has a ponytail, apparently. There's a Mungus. And then there's the this is the past version of Amoonguss, which is called Brute Bonnet, right? Mischievous, Fluttermane, Volcarona, Slitherwing, and then there's the future versions, right? The future versions are here. Donphan also has a futuristic version, right? And there's Delibird, and there's Hariyama, Hydreigon. Volcarona also has a futuristic version. And then Tyranitar has a futuristic version as well. God of War and Galad have like a fused version together, right? And yeah, it's just like cyberpunk versions of the things, right? So yeah, you kind of get a glimpse at like ancestor Pokemon and then future Pokemon. Hi, Jonky, by the way. Where's my... Okay, here. There you go. On the light screen, yeah, I can't see. I'm Klolol blind. I'm Klolol blind. I am chlorine blind. What? Jesus. Oh man. We really are. We really have spent almost a full hour speaking about Pokemon. The good ending. It's just... Anyway. So yeah, anime is about using cards to kill people aside. Pokemon is fun. Ah, by the way, hi Opal. We just played Smash or Pass. You were there, right? Yeah, you were there. Okay. Just thought I'd mention it. I think the people deserve to know that we played Smash or Pass. I was here the whole time. Legend has a she was scarred for life ever since. It's fucking hell. Oh man. The things I do for you guys. Going through actual hell. Oh man. Guys, I haven't even addressed the title of the stream. It's just I'm in my end of year mode. Basically, at the end of every year, I go full like login mode for some reason, and I just sit down and finish a lot of stuff all at once. When it comes to music, of course. So I finished Codenames Image Jealous. I am currently in the process of finishing Codename Galactic Giggles. I finished Brian Botanica. I finished what else did I finish? I finished Chords. I finished Codename Austin, or at least the instrumental version. Wink, wink. And I'm also working on something else that's secret. None of you, well, Yovio probably knows what it is. Just, yeah. Is that thing about that I mentioned with a guy who does things? He knows what I'm talking about. So yeah, I'm currently on Codename Galactic Giggles, okay, and it's around 80% done. All I have left. So I finally did an intro for it. I've also bridged the first drop and the breakdown. Finally, all that's left is the second drop pre-drop. Finish the second half of the second drop and then the outro. That's all that's left for Galactic Giggles. And then, after that, I'm probably going to get into, after 5 years, Codename Naked Sine Wave is finally getting an intensive, like, session of work sessions. Session of work sessions. Ah, yes. Very poetic, Paul. Naked Soundwave has been through production hell. It was an idea that I first came up with in 2020. And it was on hold for the longest time. And then, very recently, I basically gave it the visionary treatment. I pretty much revisited the entire mix. I rebuilt a bunch of things. And I reorganized a lot of the project. And, yeah, I'm finally going to get to that and probably finishing it before the end of the year. Naked Soundwave at long last. And yeah, and then post NYP modus will be almost ready. I still have to get some vocal features on a few tunes. So right now I finished the instrumental version of the tunes. I still have to get vocal features on those, but yeah. Also, guys, I have to bring your attention to something. You might be noticing this number up here. It's pretty close to the big 5K. So, if we could get 2 people out here in chat to follow my SoundCloud page, I'd be most appreciated. I'm just saying. And then everyone's gonna go like, be right back, creating 2 alts just to follow. It's gonna be alright, Opal. Oh man. You'll be safe, don't worry. It's just you're safe with us. I think I already followed with my alt. Sag. Well, create another one. And then another one. Oh man. Well, there you go. It's just I need to get to the big 5K. Sorry, Paulos. I'm already followed. Thank you. Exateron. What? Why is the skeleton still on the thing? I gotta change that. Where's the... Okay, here. Got it. Where was the... Oh, I think it's probably time to get a new GIF. GIF. I'm not calling it GIF. So, we used to have the shark down here, like sharks. I think it might be time for you guys to suggest a new GIF. I'm not saying GIF. Okay? It's GIF. GIF. No. It's GIF. Shut up. Despite what the creator of GIF may say, it's a fucking GIF. Okay? In Spanish, there's not even a contest about this, because there's only one way to say it in Spanish, and that is GIF. If you say GIF, you're not speaking Spanish. You're like Anglo-Saxonizing it. You're Englishifying it. There's a word for you to dissect. So yeah, we need a new GIF. Guys, suggestions in chat now. Uh-oh. What do you mean, uh-oh? What's opal in Spanish? Ópalo. Right? With an accent on the O? Yeah, ópalo. There it is. Ópalo. El ópalo es un mineraloide de composición similar a la del cuarzo, del que se diferencia por su carácter amorfo, no cristalino y porque tiene moléculas de agua en su interior. Anyway. That was a flashbang. Wikipedia, it's just... It doesn't save the appearance. El... Damn, Opal, didn't know you had a Wikipedia page. Yeah, she's famous, bro. We just didn't know it yet. I have, yeah, we have collabed with a world-class celebrity. I've collabed with the mineral, with silicon dioxide and then water. Because forgive me for not knowing what .n means. A pesar de su estructura amorfa, ha sido considerado históricamente como mineral. Se clasifica en la clase óxidos 4.da.10, según la clasificación de Strunz. ¿Strunz? La clasificación de Strunz es un sistema de clasificación usado universalmente en mineralogía que se basa en la composición química de los minerales. Oh, so it is German. Okay. Karl. It's just Karl, isn't it? Karl Hugo Strunz. Right? What's opal in German? We can probably find out. Europa. Europa. If you're not Spanish, you did not get that. Where is German? It's probably Deutsch, isn't it? It's not even Deutsch. Where is German? Am I going insane? Ah, there it is, Deutsch. Jesus. It's just Opal. What? Why is the font different in German? Why is the... Also, why is light mode called hell? Why is light mode in Wikipedia called hell in German? What? I never knew that. And why is the font different? Hell. It's just dunkel. Yeah, no, but hell? Hell should just like turn this like an intense, fully saturated red. You know? Like a blood red. It's just, yeah, light, bright is hell in German. Dieser Artikel behandelt den Edelstein Opal zu weiteren Bedeutungen siehe. Sure. I have no fucking clue when it comes to German. I once had a German friend, but I haven't heard of him in a very long time, so I hope he's doing well. I hope you're doing well, Dennis. Accurate. Hell. What's Jared in Spanish? Jared. So John would be Juan, right? Joseph is Jose. But Jared. Well, that was helpful. That was helpful. Jared. Ah, yes, jar. It's jar. I'm going to invert this because it's just I can't look at that thing. It's 11:39 at night. It's 11:39 p.m. I can't. the blind jar. Jaime. Would Jaime be? I don't think so. No, because wouldn't that be James? James would be Jaime, right? James. Or Jamie. But mostly James. Right? So James Bond would be Jaime Vínculo. Let's pretend I didn't say that. Why is bola not an option in the poll? I don't even know. I don't even know the context. I just joined. Dude, the poll has been there since before the stream. The poll has been there for like 5 hours. The poll is just the Pokemon Emolga, but like spread out into the title and the two choices. It's just Emolga. It's the stupidest shit. Jaime Vinculo. I'm gonna steal that name. What's that gonna be? Your next like meme Steam tag? Light mode is hell in certain programs. Yeah, that checks. Ebo. No, do not, please. Stop. Yes. But then we still haven't found out what is Jared in Spanish. How to pronounce Jared correctly in Spanish. It takes a minute and 14 seconds to tell me what Jared. Oh yeah. That's how I would say it in Spanish. Jared. Well, but like Jared. Name translation to Spanish. Jared name, nombre de Jared. No shit, Sherlock. That's not what I was asking. Okay. Wow. This is the origin and meaning of Jared. Jared is a mostly male name, so like a predominantly male name of Hebrew origin. The name Jared is one of the variations of Yared, name that's derived from Hebrew Yered, whose meaning is descent, and then this means is like shrinking, right? Descent and shrinking. And it's etymologically interpreted as the one who comes from the heavens, right? Yeah. The one who comes from the heavens. So the one who descends from heaven, right? So Jared is literally the protocol. Yeah. I still haven't like. I knew it. It was him all along. Yes. Da da dun ding dun ding dun ding dun ding dun ding. But okay. You win. How, like, what would be the Spanish version, the Spanish version of the name Jared? The Spanish equivalent or version of Jared does not have a direct one-to-one translation, since Jared is a biblical Hebrew name, meaning descend or he descends. Okay, so that much we knew. However, in Spanish-speaking countries, people typically do one of the following: keep Jared as is, or change it to Jared. Wow, damn, this is the AI that was gonna take over the fucking world. You have two choices: keep it as Jared, or change it to Jared. Modus research department. I could have probably asked this to my local AI, but I felt it was benign enough that the AI wouldn't really do much. Truly a revolutionary technology. So yeah, Jared is not really a name you can translate because it doesn't come from English, you know? The word opal comes from Sanskrit, which I didn't know before, but I think it's cool because my because my real life name has the same origin. Yeah. Also in Sanskrit are the lyrics to the theme that plays in the final battle between Neo and Agent Smith in The Matrix. I think it was Neodämmerung? Dawn of Neo, right? In German. Neodämmerung. So the lyrics are literally just a part of the Upanishads. It's a passage in Sanskrit of the Upanishads, and it talks about there's Asatoma Sargamaya, and there's like all that stuff. It basically translates to I think it was from darkness lead me to light, and all from that from life lead me to death, from death lead me to immortality, something like that, which is just fucking it. It's just what a slapper. What a fucking line. Yeah, there you go. From delusion lead me to truth, from darkness lead me to light, from death lead me to immortality. And that's how it starts, by the way. He who knows both knowledge and action, with action overcomes death, and with knowledge reaches immortality. In him are woven the sky and the earth and all the regions of the air, and in him rest the mind and all the powers of life. Know him as the one and leave aside all other words. He is the bridge of immortality. And we're talking about Neo, the whoa guy, and the guns, lots of guns guy. Near Protocol type lyrics. Dude, I'm just gonna say it now. The entire coda to Near Protocol 9 was inspired by Neodämmerung. There, I said it. Like, just listen to it. It's literally almost one-to-one. This is one of the most shameless inspirations I've ever done. It's, so, I'm going to talk over it because copyright, but it's... right? And then it does the... But that was my own thing. The important part is this. And then you go to Neodämmerung, and it's literally the same thing. I hope the stream doesn't get demonetized because of this. No, it's not Neodämmerung. It's the tune that comes immediately after that. It's why Mr. Anderson, yeah. But the song, and then it does the exact same thing in the coda. It does right here. Like it already starts here. It's like a hanging chord. Dong. Okay, there's like some string arps in there. I'm gonna put it in chat, okay? So you can listen to it without my annoying commentary. But it's just I'm trying not to get copyrighted here. So there's this whole hanging chord, and then it. It's literally the same thing. It's I'm just saying. It's literally the same thing. It's one of the most shameless inspirations that I've ever had, but yeah. Gotta go, but thank you for blessing me with the knowledge that Spanish speakers refer to my name as Jared, or in some other cases, Jared. So you chose the blue pill? Yes, I was based in blue pill. See y'all around, Mayo. See you around. Krankenwagen. Yeah, Sanskrit is really interesting. Yeah. It's just, maybe if I wasn't, like, so disconnected from Sanskrit, because for a lot of, like, New Year protocol and like, and stuff like that, I tend to do, like, choir chants in Latin, right? But that's because it's what feels more familiar to me, because my language, Spanish, is of Latin origin, right? So when I think about like lyrics, it comes up a lot easier in Latin, and it's a lot easier for me to write like choir chants in Latin. What is pneumono ultramicroscopic silicovolcanoconiosis in Spanish? Almost first try. But like once I started, I didn't look back. Well, it probably goes along the lines of pneumono ultramicroscopico silicovolcanoconiosis. It probably is spelled very similarly. Minus the P at the start of pneumo. We don't have that. So it's just pneumo as in no P, right? So you take the peak away. Longest word in the English language. Okay, but what about Spanish? Is there a Spanish version? There is literally no Spanish version of this article. So does Google Translate have it? There you go. Pneumono ultramicroscopica silicovolcanoconiosis. So it's very similar. You just have an accent here and there, and then you take away the P from pneumo, and then that's it. Yeah. What's the full scientific name of Tintin? You mean Tintin? As in this guy? This is Tintin, by the way, not Titten. This is Tintin. And it's the same as Tintin. No. I have no idea who that is. Wow. Oh, okay. It's like a protein. Titan. Well, you probably just add an A to it. So instead of this, it would be titina, right? Probably like so instead of Titan, it would be you just add an A and it's called titina. There you go. There you go. Because like proteins for us end in A, right? Proteína. So it's protein, proteína for us. So most proteins, if not all. So same thing for the DNA bases. So you got ACTG or ATGC is how I learned it, right? So you guys probably do ACTG or like ATCG, ATGC. Okay, so there's adenine, thymine, guanine, and cytosine. For us, it's adenina, thymina, guanina, y cytosina. Right? So, yeah, it's just a little nugget of knowledge for you that you probably will do absolutely nothing with. But hey, just know that Tintin brought back so many childhood memories. Yeah. For me, they didn't air Tintin very much here. For us, it was either Popeye, like very early. Okay, so like I was like 2-3 years old when this stuff aired, and then when I was like 6 or 7, then came the like more modern cartoons, Code Lyoko, and then like Pokemon and all that stuff. But like the really early cartoons that I got to see were first Captain Tsubasa. Okay, this was known here as Oliver and Benji. Okay, Captain Tsubasa. And then here it was Martin, which is French. Martin. This is a series about a guy who wakes up in a completely different identity and outfit every day. Right? So every morning he wakes up and he's a different character, and then he does different things, and then that's that. You know. And there was what else? What else there was? Oh man, there's probably a couple more, but I can't think of them. I used to have the Tintin comic books before I even knew it had a show. The Tintin movies level of graphics for the year it came out was revolutionary. CGI looked so real, was uncanny back then. Yeah, but you said it. It was the uncanny level of CGI. It was like Polar Express levels of CGI, right? It's like that. And you look at it and it's... something doesn't feel right. You know, you look at this and you go, it's nice that they made it because it had to be made at some point because it like advances technology. But it's just like, as a movie, you see it and you go, brother, I don't know. Hi, Chris4th, what's up? Numa is Numa in Spanish. Yes. Jared is Jared. The material detail and especially their movements look 10 times better than Polar Express. Did they now? Tintin movie. What year was it? 2011. Well, yeah, that was a lot better. Well, like, that was a lot more modern anyway. So, what E mean? If I explain it to you now. Yeah, this looks a lot more like it. Or at least, well, everything that's not a face. Okay. It's still strange. It's still uncanny. You know, like you... Let's see if I can find... Yeah. Like, it's less strange than Polar Express. I will give you that. I still wouldn't suspend my disbelief about this, I think. What is E 2.7? I had to do it to him. The pole is Emolga, which is the name of this Pokemon, but like spread out into a pole. It's the stupidest pole I've ever done. But it's funny, so it's there. It's also been there for 6 hours. But it did have a major effect in CJ production. Yeah, no, like for sure. Like, same thing with the Polar Express. Like, things that maybe, like, you look at them first sight, like, first thing, and you go, and like, something fires off in your brain that this doesn't look quite right. But it's things that have to be made for the tech to advance, right? No, you're a nerd. What? It's weird, but I still like this a lot. Yeah. What is this in Spanish? I get it, because Titan is the name for that really long protein. It's like a single word that takes 21 kilobytes to store on a text file. Okay. The Tintin movie and The Legend of the Guardians Owls of Ga'Hoole, my favorite animated movie of all time, had CGI that was 10 years ahead of the time. No one could do it this real looking back then. Which CGI studio was in charge of Tintin? And I'll wager a guess. It was ILM. Either ILM or Weta. See. Come on. No, but not the thing itself. 2011 movie. What is happening to DuckDuckGo? Okay, there you go. The Adventures of Tintin. I assume that's how you say it. VFX Studio. The word VFX is not even on this page. DreamWorks Pictures. Let me see. Production companies. Amblin Entertainment. Wingnut Films. Nice logo. The Kennedy Marshall Company. Probably not it. I don't know. More filming took place, however, that August, Universal turned down their option to co-produce. Blah, 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 blah. Paramount and Nickelodeon movies. Okay. Ting Ting movie VFX studio. What? I'm telling you. It's either ILM or Weta. It's these two companies. Always, man. It's Weta. Okay. Of course it's Weta. They're always making the biggest moves. Yeah. Avatar 2. Avatar 3. By the way, today is a special day because I played, I assume, an event in your hometown. Yep, that's always special. That's always special, even if it's not corresponded. So like, even when it's not reciprocal, like when the people you're playing to just don't fucking care. Because the few times I've had the privilege to play at my hometown, no real people that were really interested came in. It was for a contest, and the only people that came in, because there was no promotion for it whatsoever, was the people that were involved in like making the contest. So it was the judges and like maybe a couple more people from like the town hall, and that was it. And just I didn't fucking care. I played my set, and I was happy. Fuck bureaucracy, honestly. It's just that whole thing just can go fuck itself. What I care about is the real fans. That's why just in Madrid it felt so much better. Like it just felt right, because it's actual fans going like Well, they're very interested in my town because there's not enough electronic music like that. And here there's not enough either. And there is no interest still, apparently. At least as long as you're not cute girl with guitar, which is a very real problem here. We do not really appreciate the music itself. We appreciate looks. And just the music. Sometimes I hear, like, whenever I look up, so even when I don't sign up for that contest, I still follow the people that sign up for that contest. Okay, and I get to see what the city thinks is the next big electronic act. What the city thinks is the next big thing. And I look at it, and it's mostly looks, and then you listen to their music, and it's like, it's type beat. People in Madagascar Island loves what is called based music. Yeah! Shout out to Madagascar, Kenny. Hello. We're minutes away from ending the stream, but it's good that you that you showed up nonetheless. Hello. Yeah, no, it's just I am well aware that there are people scattered all across the world that listen to my music. Okay? That my audience is like very spread apart. Okay? There's not like just this one city where I'm super well known, right? That I don't have that, right? But there's a lot of like small communities of people all around the world that all listen to my music, and that to me is more important, right? Just knowing that there's people all around the world that I can cater to, not just my town. Because like the second I go out of my town, I'm a nobody, right? So yeah. don't talk. We don't talk about Armenia. Oh, well, have y'all lived in Iran? I have not. Where electronic music is sort of illegal, and people call you mentally unwell for listening to it, let alone making it. That's what happens when you have a backwards traditional government that's you can barely call government, because that's not a government; it's a dictatorship. So, yeah. That's what happens when you have a backwards just team of people at the helm. Yeah. Anyway, like we have States House, downtempo, technofolk, breaks. I wish we had half of that here. Here, there are some small DMB niche, some like small DMB niches, but they're limited to like a single venue. Like 1 or 2 venues. That's it. In like our entire region. So, yeah. Exactly, and that's why I ran away from that country and now live in Italy. Lived miserable and in fear for 26 years, but now free. Congratulations. I'm glad to hear that you're living a happy life now. So yeah. A similar case comes to mind. Nemexi comes to mind, living in Cuba and then moving to Italy, but then he's also been very keen on like wanting to bolster the Cuban and by extension the Latin American scene. Just like he knows, because he's been there, he knows there's a lot going on there with EDM, you know. 300 to 400 people. I wish. I've never played in front of that many people. The Madrid venue was like 80 people or so, and it was pretty much packed, right? It was almost fully packed, and it was around 80 people in there. So, yeah, it was a small little venue, but still had a lot of fun. Well, you can watch the video for yourself. So. Sultan is also a massive case. The main reason he doesn't show his face is he will be arrested if he comes back to Iran and they know who he is. Yeah. Yeah, it's just, I don't know. I can't imagine, like you come back to your homeland and then you're wanted, like you're, man. That's gotta be fucking. What else? I mean, it works from promotion and ads, so that's why they got many people. Oh yeah, your show thing. Oh yeah, it's just here. Even with Spain dubs, the shows we do play are still limited to like a handful of venues. Spain dubs will probably contact some slightly bigger venue and they will still tell them no. And they will still turn them down. Then again, that is just my opinion. I'm not part of the Spain Dubs organizer team. I don't know their conversations with any, so this is just speculation, okay? I think, okay, that if Spain Dubs were to contact a bigger venue to move their Spain Dubs shows to, they'd probably be turned down. But then again, I would love for nothing more to be wrong. Like, I would absolutely love to be wrong. There's nothing I would like more in this world. There it is. I phrased it right. There's nothing I would like more in this world than to be wrong in that. The Modus Council organizing every dubstep venue in Spain. Dude, one of me is enough. Imagine a Modus Council. One of me is already enough of a menace. We can't have two modus. We can't have two modi in this world. The earth would shatter under our feet. It's too much for the planet to handle. Gaia would just go like, fuck you. Gaia as an earth, you know? No. Modus dot, and the modus with capital M. Modus with capital M is the evil one. We do not talk about modus with capital M, okay? Just modus capital M is like the Hyde to our Dr. Jekyll, okay? We do not utter his name. Otherwise, he will rise from the shadows and he will swallow the earth whole. It's just man. Modus 2. Modus with capital M2. So, not content with there being more than one of me, now you have to have more than one of the evil version of me. Wow. You really are heartless. What a heartless little being. Okay. Don't okay me like that. Well, I think it's time for me to go. Modus lost files. Heartless bean. Oh, man. I think it's time for me to go. I'm gonna name one of the non-existents from my writing modus for the memes. For the memes? Okay. Well, memes in lore, I'm just saying. We don't really talk about memes in lore. Unless it's Marvel, in which case it's an intrinsic part of storytelling, and there it's like just as important as the death of Tony Stark. It's just gotta chuck a meme in there somewhere. What is the type of evil to make a song name? The Pronto cult? The Pronto call? Ah, sí, pronto. It's just Protocol Boogaloo. The Pronto cult. And snap his fingers. I can't do it. I can't do it. Because otherwise I'm going to break the stream. If I do this, guys, I'm going to break the stream. I can't. Just under me. No! Don't do it! Don't play under me! Took under me, watching me, can't see through me. So good. Alright. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it, guys. To wrap up the stream, I'm going to end the fucking world. Okay? If something happens to me, know that I've always loved you guys. So if